Learning a trick or two to elongate the legs isn't just for those who are short in height. Most of us can benefit from looking a tad taller, especially those like me who have average height, as well as those who have long torso and short legs in proportion. The byproduct of elongating the legs is looking slimmer. But in saying that, it should be taken loosely and not too seriously, meaning these rules are here for when you feel like using them. I myself sometimes just don't follow them at all. So whether you have short legs, are petite, or just want to appear taller and slimmer, I'm going to share a few tips from the most basic to more advanced ones to help you achieve that when you want to. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the most obvious and easiest rule to apply to elongate the legs, wearing high-rise. It may sound counterintuitive, but wearing high-rise pants and skirts do make your legs appear longer. But the fact is, like everything in styling, it will depend on where your natural waistline sits and the size of your breast. Let me explain. There are people who naturally have short, long, or normal torso. That's important to know because if you naturally have short torso and large breasts, the high rise will make you look way too disproportional, and no one will pay attention to the long, slim legs. So if that's your case, skip this tip. But panic not, because there are other ways for you to appear taller than you are without wearing high rise. So keep on watching. Okay, so for those of you who have either normal or long torso, wearing high-rise pants and skirts is the quickest way to create the illusion of longer legs, therefore looking taller. And you can clearly see here that the high-rise pants create the illusion that my legs start right at the waist, giving me extra inches of height. And you see the low rise on the left doesn't give me the same result. Another tip that's pretty much a given is the length of the bottom you're wearing. And this has to do with an old styling tip that says that every time you create a long vertical line, you elongate the body. On the other hand, when you create horizontal lines, you cut the body in those parts, and therefore you will appear shorter. And that includes minutiae details such as the shoe straps. I'm going into shoes in more depth a bit later. So here I'm wearing cropped wide leg pleated pants that fall right at the ankle with low heels, and hopefully you can see how this particular length shortened my legs because it doesn't show any skin and neither does it fall at the narrowest part of my legs. Two very important things to consider if you want to appear taller and slimmer. When you compare it to the look on the left, when I'm wearing very similar pants, but this time full length with high heels, the look gets undeniably more elongated. Important footnote: crop pants that fall right at the ankle, especially with flats, are the worst combination, and I see this all the time. So avoid this length at all costs. Interestingly, if you go a tad shorter, it looks much better. A little reminder, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to like this video and hit the subscription button. There's a new video every week with lots of styling tips and outfit ideas to help you find your personal style and feel more confident and modern in the process. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, where I share some seriously stylish ideas on a regular basis. What many people aren't aware of is that the shoes play a crucial role in making you appear taller. Now I hear you asking me why. Well, because you can or not create a continuous line from the hem of the pant or skirt to the feet, and that depends on a number of factors. So first, let's start by talking about the shoe vamp. The vamp of a shoe is the upper part that covers from the toe to wherever the shoe ends on top. Ballerina flats are more elongating than loafers, for example, because the vamp is lower and exposes more of the top of your foot. theoretically. But these sling-back shoes are the most elongating ones because they have a deeper vamp. Closed-toe, pointy-toe shoes in the same color as your pants are the exception to this and help elongate your legs. You can see the boots here create a continuous line at the bottom, accentuating the narrowest part of my legs, which are my ankles. And that elongates my legs and make them look slimmer. High vamp shoes are especially unflattering with skirts and dresses if you have short legs. But as you can see here, although the ballet flats have deeper vamp and similar color of my skin, it really makes my legs appear shorter. And that's because of the shape of the toe and the thinness of the sole. When you compare it, even with the loafers, which also cut my legs, the result isn't as bad because they have a bit of chunkiness to them. But as you can see, between the three shoes, the best solution is the pointed toe slingback. Alright, now let me show you a few other examples of how shoes can elongate or shorten your legs. I said earlier that straps shorten your legs. So on the first look, I'm wearing a midi skirt that falls right at my ankle, and that's not very elongating. But it gets worse when the strappy sandals and the contrasting colors, because it creates a clear division between the hem of the skirt and the shoe, which reinforce that sensation of cutting my legs. But if I swap the sandals for a pointed toe shoe in a similar color of my skin, the shortening sensation is drastically diminished. Top tip. A super important thing to consider if you want to make your legs appear longer is to avoid baggy or wide hem, light color bottoms. And this rule applies to any bottoms, including shorts. I get that it's difficult when everything is baggy these days. I'm a huge fan of wide leg pants and full skirts myself, but this type of fits do not favor a petite or a curvy hip. However, there are ways to make it work for you if you absolutely love the style, which I'm going to share later. But first, let me show you this outfit when I'm wearing a white barrel jean with turn-up hem, and you can see they widen my silhouette and shorten my legs, which is reinforced by the contrasting square toe ballet flats. Now, if I swap the same jeans for the same style only in a dark wash, it elongates my legs and bypasses my hip area, slimming the silhouette, and even with the same flats, you may notice a big difference. And as I promised, a special tip for those who want to go for wide leg pants but aren't ready to sacrifice the length of their legs or height. A great way to sneak in some extra inches is to pair your wide leg trousers with pointed toe heels. Everybody knows that. Now, if you really want to get seriously extra height, go for super high platform shoes and hide them under the pants. Because platforms are generally more comfortable to walk in than thin heels, you can get away with higher heels without compromising in comfort. Just remember to pair them with a fitted top to highlight your waist and balance out the proportions of your body. So for this outfit, I went for extra wide leg jeans because I love the dramatic silhouette. And then I just balanced it out with a fitted tank top and super high platforms, which by the way almost covered the jeans, adding extra inches to the silhouette, which gives me the exact effect I want. Another great way to elongate your legs is to match your tights with your shoes. Again, the idea is to create a continuous line from the calves to to the feet, and in this case the whole leg. For this outfit, I went for a brown and navy base with a brown tank top and navy tailored shorts, and threw on a denim shirt with golden details to warm things up. The addition of the brown ties and sandals create an uninterrupted line in a dark solid color, which blends very nicely together, elongating my legs and streamlining the overall silhouette. Now, if I was to wear these white slingback shoes instead, you would look more stylish. But if your intent is to elongate your legs, it clearly creates a high contrast with the brown ties, which cuts my leg right at the ankle, and you'd lose some precious inches in height. And you can see how a very tiny detail makes all the difference in the ending result. The next thing you want to avoid if you have short legs or are short is longer jackets and tops. The bottom of your jacket cuts your figure, creating equal or unequal proportions. The longer the top, the longer your torso and the shorter your legs appear, especially if you pair it with crop bottoms like here. And you can see how the blazer cuts my figure in two equal parts, which compacts my entire frame. Plus the crop jeans further shorten my legs, especially paired with the red round toe strappy shoes. There are too many horizontal lines here, making my frame appear shorter and my silhouette square. And now compare this outfit to another outfit with the same crop pants but a slightly shorter jacket and pointy toe sandals. It's still contrasting, but because of the pointy toe, it doesn't compromise the height as much, and the proportions here are more flattering and harmonious. But ideally, I should swap the crop jeans for full-length pants. My choice is red pants, which I paired with the same color pointy-toe sandals. And as you can see, I overall look taller and more proportional. And the last but probably most important tip to consider if you want to elongate your legs and look taller and slimmer, you want to avoid color blocking, meaning wearing high contrasting colors between your top, bottom part and the shoes of your outfit, because you will cut your figure horizontally. So instead of contrasting dressing, you want to go for tonal dressing. Now, it doesn't need to be dark colors necessarily, although it helps. But you can make it bright or neutral. It's totally up to you. The goal here is to create this streamlined silhouette and make the eye travel downwards and upwards in a very smooth manner. As I said earlier, it's all very personal and I can only give guidelines because there are so many factors involved, such as fabrics, body nuances, etc. But hopefully I shed some light on the subject. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks so much for being with me, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.